It's nice to see that they go into a much deeper character study because I think that's how they're trained. And it's just fun to watch and feed off that energy, I would say.
And even on set, we'd like eat together. The first few days I was eating alone because I didn't know everyone was hanging out, and then Zishan was like, why you seem friendly, why don't you hang out with us?
Definitely, I would like to explore a version of myself being situated in another city, which is probably not a metro.
Well, the upcoming web series of Z5 titled Bloody Brothers is already creating a buzz on social media. Why not? We all are very excited to know more in detail about the show. So let's find out. आज हमारे साथ जुड़ने जा रहे हैं श्रुति शेख और टीना देसाई फ्रॉम ब्लडी ब्रदर्स। तो जानने की कोशिश करते हैं उनके कैरेक्टर्स के बारे में और शो के बारे में। सो बने रहिए हमारे साथ।
First of all, welcome to Telechakkar. Bloody Brothers has is all set to hit the digital screen Z5, and today with us we have lovely ladies Tina and Shruti. Hello Tina, hello Shruti. Welcome to Telechakkar.
Hi, and
Thank you for having us.
Great. Okay, so the trailer of Bloody Brothers has already created a strong buzz on the social media. What do you have to say on this upcoming project of yours and your characters respectively?
Well, Bloody Brothers is a black comedy. It starts off with a crime that spirals out of control and is dealt with in an extremely humorous manner without wanting to. And I play the character of Priya, that is one of the Bloody Brothers, played by Jaideep Alawat, his wife in the show.
From the trailer, you would have seen that there is an accident, and I am a relative of the victim of the accident. And so I have come to deal with matters post accident and find out that some things are off and need some amount of investigation. And that's when things start blowing up and going out of control. And so I think it's a very light, easy, mischievous sort of plot. Which I think is a good vibe on Holi, because everyone would be at their worst best on that day, and then they come back and watch more of that on their screens. And yeah, so I play this Bombay girl who's come into a small town, Ooty, and trying to figure the lives, lifestyles, and people there.
All right, ladies. So when you got the script and the character for the first time, what was that thinking which triggered to your mind and which immediately made you say yes for the project?
I think I had been wanting to work with Applause for a really long time, and we had kind of gone back and forth on some shows that unfortunately didn't work out because of date issues. So for me, the moment they gave me the call and I watched the show, I instantly liked the world that it kind of inhabited. And I personally like dark and black comedies. I think I find them a very interesting genre. So I think that instantly drew me in, and luckily with the way the project was mounted, with the actors, the director, all of that just added to and already said yes.
Likewise, I was called and told to watch the 4 episodes pronto, and I was called in the evening and I was supposed to give them my decision by night. So I jumped straight into it, and I was very pleasantly surprised to see that all of the characters, not just mine, have such amazing hidden twisted agendas, that each character is really interesting. And the fact I naturally gravitate to characters that are twisted, and so when I get the opportunity to play one, I jump. But this one every character was interesting. Every character had was screwed up, and so that was very appealing to me. And the team, Shruti said, the Shad Ali. I mean, of course, Shad came in later, but they were saying that they were in talks with him. So he was interesting because I liked what he did with Bunty and Bubbly. It's a similar vibe, a bunch of con men.
How was it working with such amazing bunch of talented people, Jaideep, Zishan, Satish Kaushik sir, and many others on set? How was the bonding on the set? How was the equation of the set? How will you describe the shooting experience?
I think for any actor to have so many people who are so gifted and so talented with their craft is just always a treat. It's like getting a free masterclass at acting school, and that's pretty much what it was, because there's much like Tina and I are both, we're untrained actors. The other 3 that we were working with be it Jaideep, Zishan, and in fact, even for that matter, Satish ji, they're all from film school. So it's interesting to see how their process works, because I think we work more with instinct, at least I do. And it's nice to see that they go into a much deeper character study, because I think that's how they're trained. And it's just fun to watch and feed off that energy, I would say.
Me too. I love watching every actor's process, whether they just jump into the scene and do it without any rehearsal, or whether they need to rehearse it a few times before they get into it, how much they learn their lines before they come onto set, or whether they come onto set and then do a quick revision of their lines. It's nice to see everyone's process, how different they are from their real life personas. It's great fun to watch all of that, and everything is a learning of what to do, what not to do, what you naturally want to pick up and add to your game plan, and what not. So it's fun to watch all of that. It didn't feel intimidating, which is a very good thing, because I was afraid that they would come with that slight arrogance of we're trained or we're from NST, but that wasn't there. So that was very nice. In fact, they were very easy about the whole process, and very and they've been taught to be inclusive, because it's a collaborative experience. And so I was very glad with that mindset. And that was even the case off camera. You were asking what it's like off camera. We were all like, we would hang out whenever we weren't shooting on our days off. So there were times when we went to Kunur because we were shooting in Uti. But we'd always at least have one meal together. And even on set, we'd like eat together. The first few days I was eating alone because I didn't know everyone was hanging out. And then Zishan was like, why are you seem friendly? Why don't you hang out with us? So it was very sweet of him to like think of that and like invite me. And they were having their own little party in another room that I wasn't aware of. So it was a very like warm, happy vibe on and off camera. Also because the script was such that it never got too heavy. It was a very easy, enjoyable, light experience.
What types of characters you really wish to play or portray, or character or a genre? Any unexplored version of yourself you would really wish to explore from a digital platform? Starting with you, Shruti.
I've actually always wanted to do an action series. I would love to do some action. So I've been waiting. I'm hoping they'll do it while my limbs are still working, because
I mean, it will be a treat to watch you as an action actor. Trust me.
So I've always wanted to do an action series if that ever came my way. And I think another one that I would genuinely like to explore would be a deeply entrenched, I would say a small town character, because I've been born and raised in Bombay, and वो एक लहजा होता है, बात करने का तरीका, एक mannerism, body language, which is very typical to a region. And I would love to explore that as an actor, to be able to change the entire, I would say, I wouldn't say biology or physiology, but definitely I would like to explore a version of myself being situated in another city, which is probably not a metro.
I would like to also do two types of roles. One, fantasy. That fantasy could be something like Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings, hopefully something like Harry Potter, because I love magic. So basically fantasy, even if it's a superhero thing, just where you don't have rules. Sense8 was a little bit like that, but basically something that's a little more fantastical, because there are no rules. You can completely make up things as you go along, and use your imagination. I also don't know what it's like to work completely in like a green screen. For example, Jungle Book was entirely green screen. So you're imagining the forest, you're imagining the animals, it's so much. I don't know. I could be horrible at it, but I feel like it'll be such a fun experience, such a learning experience. So that's one for sure, where there are no limits to your creativity. And the other one's a biopic, because there's no freedom. You have to be so specific and hit the mark so perfectly, because you're playing somebody else and you have to be true to them. And again, I could be miserable at it or amazing, but I'd like to see what it's like to completely become another person with no room for error.
What do you have to say? Bloody Brothers is all set to hit the digital screen. What do you have to say to your fans, what they can expect from this web series?
Lots of fun, lots of laughter, lots of intrigue, and you'll get to see us. I don't know why we need to sell anything more.
Indeed,
Well,
indeed.
I just think I like the fact that they've chosen Holi as the release date, because I think everyone will be at their, like, in a really naughty, happy, like, fun mood, and the show will add or continue, will help them perpetuate that vibe for the whole day, and the next. And so, it's a really light, easy, fun, comical, mischievous, twisted, really fun, sort of story. So I think everyone will enjoy it. It's not something that will bog you down or make you need to think. You'll just be entertained and you come out, and so that's really like perfect and apt for Holi.
Indeed, the trailer has already creating a buzz on social media. Wishing you all the best for Bloody Brothers and all your upcoming projects. Thank you so much for talking to Telechakkar.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So, ये थे टीना देसाई और श्रुति सेठ अपनी आने वाली वेब सीरीज ब्लडी ब्रदर्स के बारे में। आपका क्या कहना है इस शो के बारे में? How excited are you for this upcoming show? Do let us know in the comment section below. For more news from the world of Bollywood, digital and television, stay tuned to Telechakkar.
Know all about the Tele world by subscribing to Telechakkar's YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated to our new videos.